Here's a Flarial Client full guide. I'll show you how to download Flarial Client, how to install Flarial Client, and how to use Flarial Client in this video. So let's get right into it. To start off, we want to go to flarial.xyz, download, then download for Windows. We'll click on here, and then it'll be blocked by Microsoft. That will keep anyway. Now flarial.launcher.exe is now here. We can now double click on this, and it will run Flarial Client. Now we can now click on launch. So on their website they also have a Discord, so need help, hop in the Discord. We can click on here and it'll join us to their Discord, and they currently have 12,600 people online and 123,500 members in the server. Cool. We will now accept invite. Now that we're in here, we can read everything, but if we go down here we can see general chat and see how active it is. 735, 732, 732, 732. It is extremely active. If you are enjoying the video, consider liking and subscribing. It'll mean a lot, but let's get back to the video. 6. So now we have Flarial Client set up. Now we will click on launch. We have it set for the newest version. We can now click on play and servers. We can click on add server IP 2v2t te.org 2v2t. Cool. Add and play and then proceed. 6. So with it, now that we are in, we can click on K and it'll open up modules now. 6. So we can go through many of these. Let's do click GUI. It's enabled. Let's set the bind open. Let's set it from K. I want something better that I don't know what that's called, but I personally like the position of it better. Now if we go out and I click on it, it now opens up the module. So I'll show you right here. Click on it, it opens up the module. Doing something sick too, if we click on tab, just like in Java Edition, it shows the tablets of everyone inside of the server. One thing I've noticed on all of these clients, Fulbright doesn't work. I personally don't know if I'm using it incorrectly or what, but it hasn't been working for me. You see it's enabled, but oh, there's a play down there, but it's not like fully written up. Saturation. Now I use saturation in my thumbnail. If I enable it, I have it set to max. So if we enable it, saturation is just up to the highest it possibly can be. Now if we take the setting and max it down, it removes all color from the game. I'm probably just gonna boost it to all fucks in hell for the thumbnail. I mean, shit. Hey, if you create content, boosting up your saturation and brightness will help you get more clicks on your video. Sick. Now totem counter will tell you how many totems you have. Totems, yeah, it's in the center of my screen. Go here to the editor and whoops, I don't want that down. Move this up to the side real quick, and now with the totem counter we can see the totem. So let's give myself. Now we'll pick them up. We have 7 totems, and if I drop one, now I have 6, so it shows us how many totems we have in our inventory. 6. CPS shows us our clicks per second, and as I'm clicking, you can see the CPS. My CPS with one hand is about a 4 or 5. Well, let's see what else is it. Break progress. It shows you the progress of break bar. Okay, so editor. Let's move this over to the bottom. I think I like it on this bottom side. Well, now as I'm breaking this, that bar is going up for how long it takes for until we break that block. Awesome. Text hotkey. Send something in chat with a click of a button. Let's do this and let's text us in subscribe. Let's set it to Q. Cool. Click on Q. It says subscribe. Oh, and it drops whatever I'm wearing. Subscribe. Okay. Do it again. There we go. So with this, if we drop an item Q, it drops an item and rotates. But if we turn on item physics, it's actively on the ground and it's different. Combo keeps track of your combo. So if I hit it one, but then I hit it again, so it's however many times you have hit the mob. Okay, it died. But 2, you can see I've changed mobs. And it keeps under the bed. Okay, I'm not gonna punch the baby cat. But if we go over here, punch it, it's now up to 4. Bunny, it's now up to 5. DVD screen. This was in Flarial Client as well. And let's do inventory HUD. Displays our inventory. So let's actually edit this and let's move this up here. Inventory. We'll move this right here. Totem. Cow spawn eggs. Like that. Now it shows us everything in our top right with the time changer. Changes the in-game time. Enable. Alright, well, let's set this. We can set. That's actually new for clients. I have not seen that on a client. It can change the time of day. I like that a lot. It shows my current time. So this is my current time. It is. Oh, that's flipped. What? Okay, so right now it's actually. So I'm in America. So it's 7:10:26 instead of 10:7:26. We got item tracker. If we enable this and click on Q, you can see dropped a item, dropped whatever. So let's go to edit and let's throw this with our inventory actually. So we go up here and we pick it up. It pops it open right under our inventory, which is nice. Command hotkeys, command with a click of a button. Kill Vinny Nick. Keybind to minus. Number -6. So it's enabled. If I click on minus. Okay, it still runs a command, but it gives us an error. Now, if we run it, we then die. Chunk border shows you the chunk, so we can flip between different borders of the chunk and it shows us where it is. This helps with farms and stuff, building farms. So now we have a cow right here. If we throw on hitboxes, you can see the little hitbox around the cow with where it's fading. Ping counter shows your ping on the server. We're at 0 milliseconds. But if we head over to the other server, the Minecraft 2b2t PE, it'll show us our ping to the server. Loading sick. Our ping is 136 milliseconds. Death logger. Log your coordinate in chat on death. So let's enable that. I just like it better by clicking button and we die. Added death waypoint. Respawn. Player died at this position in the overworld. Let's do waypoint. Enable it. For death waypoint, we can head over here and it shows us where we go. That's why we couldn't find the other items. So we had because they were stuck on the ground. Alright, well, we can turn off the waypoint and it removes that. Speed display displays your current travel speed. Let's edit this, and put it right under memory. Now if we go forward, it shows us our speed. So if we just click on W, let's go into a flat surface real quick. Flat surface, 5.61 meters per second, and jumping, you can see it jumps up past 10. Add subtype. So you know in Java Edition in the bottom right, if stuff happens, lava stuff, you can basically add that in here as well. So let me move subtitles over a little bit and try it again. There we go. We can now see it much better. Sick. Arrow counter displays how many arrows you have in your inventory. 492. Click on enter. Arrows, I now have 492 arrows and it got it exactly. If I drop one, 491 arrows. Oh, and the subscribe also went through. FOV changer allows you to change your FOV, so enable it. It's at 60. We up it to okay, so max it out at whatever this is. Okay, 6. So max it out and it doesn't has a limiter on it. Potion HUD displays your potion speed. Let's give myself speed. So if we go here, we drop it, you can see we have the speed just like Java Edition. So now we have low health. If we see right here, we enable it with it red. Why is that? Because we're at low health. It does not like that. So let's go down. Cool. Let's head down to 4.5, and once we hit go under that 6.4, it'll do the red around us. So let's go here. Taking damage. It is now red. We are now underneath that barrier. Armor HUD displays the armor you are wearing. So let's go here. Let's edit. Armor HUD. Let's throw this down over here. And let's give myself. Let's actually throw something in that offhand as well. Cool. X, 6 arrow in our offhand. Now we're holding on to a totem. So it shows us our armor, the offhand, and our actual item we are holding on to. Keystroke shows us what keys we are pressing. So let's do the keystrokes up here. Now when I click on W, you can see W lights up. Spacebar lights up. FPS displays your frames per second. Let's edit this. We are at 60 FPS. I have so much shit here. Server IP. IP is world because I am in a single player world. But if we go back to that other server, the 2b2tpe generating world, Cool, 2b2tpe.org. So now we're done with the module. I'll show you different things. You can now go to settings to change up the settings. You've seen me do that a little bit here. You can click on here to do the favorites. Reopen this menu to change view changes. Click on here. Cool, it's in the very top. Now let's turn on twerk. We go up here. Twerk is now favorited. Even if it's disabled, it's still up here. Settings, there's a lot of settings. You can edit kind of however you want. I don't understand scripts for like Bedrock Client, but I see this a few times. And we can click on here to edit the menu stuff. And now the Flarial Client full guide. I showed you how to download Flarial Client, how to install Flarial Client, and how to use Flarial Client, as well as Flarial Client modules. If you guys did enjoy this video, consider liking and subscribing. It'll mean a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!